So congratulations, first of all, for securing 93rd rank in UPSC.
Thank you so much, Samiksha, for having me on your platform. I think it's a privilege for me as well.
So let's get started. So first I would like to know about your journey, how you started it from like modeling to UPSC, how it all went. How was your journey regarding this?
Well, a lot of people have a lot of, a lot of things to say about my journey. But I think it's a very simple journey. When I was in my 12th grade, at that point of time, I had decided that I would want to be a civil servant. That is going to be my ultimate career option. And when I entered into my college after my 12th, I had a lot of free time. And when modeling opportunity came, I just grabbed it because my mother always wanted me to participate in the Miss India pageant. So in the second year of my college, I went for the pageant, learned a lot of things there, and I could not win the pageant, but definitely I was noticed by a lot of people. And when I started getting modeling offers after the pageant, I thought that, why not try it when you have this opportunity and you have the time to pursue it? So I gave it a shot. So for modeling, for me, modeling has always been a hobby, something that I really enjoyed a lot. I was a runway model. Walking on the ramp was something which really gave me that adrenaline rush. So for me, it was always about the thrill of the ramp, enjoying whatever I was doing there. And then I was back to normal. When my graduation got completed, I started preparing for UPSC. And like any other aspirant, I gave it my best. I left no stone unturned to make it a reality. And when the result came, I was pleasantly surprised. Again, like any other candidate, because it's a very unpredictable exam. So I think it's been a beautiful journey. A lot of hard work, a lot of effort has gone behind, with the success that I've got today. But at the end of it, I think it was all worth it.
Yes, it was definitely like you are such an inspiration for everyone today. So, like, as you defined that hobby was your modeling and passion was your cracking the UPSC exam. So, as per as you, how do you define hobby and passion in someone's life? Because mostly many are confused to fulfill their life with both of them and just focus on one. So, how do you manage this all?
I think we should not divide the world into black and white. There's always a lot of space for gray. So if you follow a balanced approach for anything, you can find time to do whatever you like, the things that you love to do, and also the things that you have to do anyway. So when it comes to my journey, UPSC exam preparation, again, it's a very tough exam. You need to prepare a lot. A lot of syllabus is open, and there's so much of vast information out there. So I think the way I balanced my hobby and my passion was to have a 10 plus 8 plus 6 technique, 10 hours of study, 8 hours of quality sleep, and 6 hours to do whatever I wanted to do. And specifically, if I have to say, when I started preparing for UPSC, that time I had already quit my modeling career because modeling was always a hobby for me. It was like a co-curricular activity. But definitely the learnings that I've got from there, the self-confidence that that platform has given me, the professionalism, the work ethics, which I learned from the modeling profession, I think they are going to help me even in my civil services career.
Yeah, definitely. You are a model for everyone today. And of course, as you have switched from like modeling to UPSC, so what are your next plan? Like, will you like to go for modeling again? Or like, did you feel like pressurized when you were studying for UPSC and felt like, no, I should go back to my modeling career or something like that?
To answer your question, Samiksha, let me tell you, I think everyone, who goes through this UPSC journey has their own upheavals and downfalls, especially emotionally. But it never happened that I felt like going back to my modeling career because for me, it was never a career. It was always something which I enjoyed doing. And it was one of the things that I enjoyed doing. I also love dancing. I also love listening to music. So, like everybody else, I had a lot of co curricular activities that I wanted to take part in, and modeling was one of them. But when we talk about the UPSC journey, it's very stressful, and especially all the aspirants who are watching us right now, I would like to say that if you follow a balanced approach, give yourself some me time. So while I was preparing, I always took Sunday off. So Sunday was the day when I used to watch a lot of web series, go out, eat ice cream, do shopping, do whatever you want. And if you maintain that balance, you'll be able to find the time for the things you love.
Yeah, you have like actually set up a definite example for everyone, because mostly people go on studying, like especially aspirants, they just go on focusing on UPSC and they forget about themselves also, if you see today. So like it was definitely a great
Uh,
example.
just to cut you short here, I would like to say that a lot of people have struggled a lot to reach where they are today, especially in the UPSC journey. But the reason why I do not want my journey to become a struggle story is because it is not. My family support was there. Everybody is supportive in my family. I studied at my own pace in my own house. And I think any aspirant can do it. You don't need to go anywhere else. You can study at home. Internet is a boon. You can utilize it. It's not that I have some genius capacity to crack it in 1 year. I think anybody who has a lot of willpower, dedication, and proper planning can crack it. It's not about the struggle, it's about the consistency.
Yeah, I truly agree with this. And like as you have prepared in just 1 year, so like in 1 year, how did you manage, like without coaching, that to like preparing for notes, and how did you maintain that constancy actually?
So, if I have to really take you through my journey in brief, May 1st to May 15th, 2018 was the time when I actually planned out my entire 1 year of preparation. So I understood what the exam demands. I printed the syllabus, and I also saw my own capacity as to how many hours can I actually study. Because a lot of people say that they study for 18 hours a day, and I am somebody who cannot do that. So I fixed my set target at 10 hours a day, that okay, this is what I can balance out. And that was the pace that I set in right in the initial 15 days of my, before I actually even started preparing. Even I didn't even pick up a book till 15 days. So that was my planning phase. And then came the actual preparation, where I started with topics like history, polity. The thumb rule that I followed was to have very limited sources. So one book for one topic. And that is how I could revise again and again. And then slowly, for 3 months, I did my optional subject. For me, it was economics because I did my graduation in economics. So it was a natural choice. So if you like your optional subject, it becomes all the more easier to study because you're enjoying what you're reading. And then came the answer writing for the mains exam. So I did a lot of mock tests. I think more than coaching, it's the mock tests that help you and the feedback that you get out of them. So I did the mock test, I practiced my answers, saw where I was lacking. For me, my handwriting is very slow. So I made a lot of flowcharts, diagrams. These are things that you understand only when you practice. And then for the interview, again, I prepared mostly on my own at my house. So my family members used to be the panel. So that is how my entire journey was.
Yeah, definitely. Your family support means a lot to you. And of course, you are doing so great today. So, as per we talked about books, so like what book list would you like to give to other aspirants today?
So if I really have to go this syllabus wise, so for history, I followed the book Spectrum and also Tamil Nadu state books for ancient and medieval history. For art and culture, it was Nitin Singhania book. For geography, it was NCRT for me. I think NCRT are very precise. For
Yeah.
topics like society, I did them along with my ethics and my essay paper. Then comes the polity. So I followed Lakshmikant and also current affairs. And finally, for GS3, I followed mostly the Vision IS notes. So my book
Okay.
was simple and it was very precise.
And definitely that constancy you have, like, followed 1 year, so you could achieve this great rank. And like, if you talk rather than UPSC, how productive you are being in at your place right now. Of course, you have been taking part in so many curricular activities and you have been doing so great in both of the field. So like, what else did you explore about yourself in this quarantine?
Well, to be very honest, Samiksha, in the quarantine, throughout the quarantine period, I've been watching so many web series. I don't think it suggests anything on my part of my personality, but definitely it was a good time pass. Other than that, I think my most of the time is spent, doing daily domestic chores because I have to help out my mom. No maid is coming like everybody else. But definitely, once the result has come, uh, mostly interviews are keeping me busy. But apart from that, I like listening to music. I'm also trained in Kathak for about 1 or 2 years. So I try and take online classes for that. So that is how I'm keeping myself busy.
Wow, that's really great that you are actually doing everything before you go. Like you are ready to take up now new challenges right now. So like as far as you, what challenges or like things you want to change in the society today?
When I joined the civil services, I think two causes are very close to my heart. One is women empowerment, and the other is education. So I think my focus for the coming years would be on these two. And it also depends on the kind of service I get. But whatever be the service, I'm going to fulfill my duties with utmost sincerity. That is the plan.
Yeah, so truly inspired now. So like what message would you like to give to our other aspirants who are preparing right now?
To all the aspirants who are watching me right now, the one message that I would like to give to all of you is that please understand that UPSC is one exam which is an all inclusive exam. It does not matter where you come from, what your background is, what your gender is. Anybody from anywhere in India can prepare for this exam. So don't get deterred by how many hours to study or so much of material coming in. Once you start preparing, once you get into the flow, you can do it. If I can do it, so can you. All you need is a little bit of self-belief, family support, and also consistency. So all the best to everyone who's watching me right now and preparing for the exam.
Sure, ma'am. And it was so great to have you today. And it was my really honor. And all aspirants were waiting to hear it from you, of course. So all the best for everything that you go ahead right now and do your best for our nation, of course.
Thank you so much, Samiksha, for having me here. I think you're doing a wonderful job, so that our message reaches the aspirants. It's
Yeah.
a privilege to be here.
Okay, thank you.